Good morning everybody, Rajni here from Sashakt ESS Learning Center and Preschool. And I feel so glad and happy to say Learning Center and Preschool because 10th of June and we are starting full swing with our preschool. And admissions are open and we are just looking forward to this wonderful opportunity. And interacting with children and seeing how we can take it to the next level, working with kids on early intervention. Okay, so now today's topic is how to develop language skills. This video I'm going to be doing both in English and Hindi because I get a lot of requests that please do Hindi because we can't understand. So fine, I will do the same video in both English and Hindi so that people can be helped accordingly. Okay, so how do we develop language? So to begin with, I would want you to look at this piece of paper. This is how we should, start with language. First, focusing on what, then where, then when, then who. Where and who, still you can, you could do this first or you could do this first, no problem. So a what, a who, a when, a where, or a what, a where, a when, a who, followed by a Q, why and a how. Those should be taken the last. And how is something which is actually a total sum or a conglomerate of what, where, when, who and why. So for example, if we ask a kid, how did you get hurt? So the child is going to give you the full thing of, the stone was kept, so that's the what. It was evening time, I was running. Again, what were you doing? When it was evening time, stone was kept near the door. I did not see it. My friend was waving at me. So who comes in? And then I slipped, I fell down and I got hurt. So most of the times I've seen parents, especially with children who are very high functioning, very promising, parents say that tell us what happened, what did you do at school, how did you get hurt, who scratched you. So there is so much of a what and a how and a who and a where and a when, and the child doesn't know how to answer those. So the result is that they don't get any answer. After some time the child starts to keep away from parents. That away as in the minute you ask a question he will try to shy away or she will try to shy away because it hasn't been developed like this. So you have to first develop it in this way. So what to do? First is focus on the what. Make a book, and I've done a video on this earlier also, how to develop the what. So today in this quick video I will do all of them. Of course for details you can always WhatsApp me at 8800065000. I cannot go into too much of depth because the YouTube video cannot be more than 15 minutes, but I can give you an idea of how you can develop this. So for a what, you can have a picture book and you can put pictures of things and objects that the child is daily interacting with. So maybe it's a ball, the marker pen or the eraser, the whiteboard, whatever is in his surroundings. So start with that and start naming. So that's the very basic for children who know the what. Okay, then you can ask small questions also around what for the child to understand. Okay, so like what do we write with? हम किसके साथ लिखते हैं? I'm going to do the full thing in Hindi. So that will be another video, same video, same about 10-12 minute duration. So what do we write with? We write with a pen. Okay, what do we eat our dal with? We eat it with a spoon. So like this. So try to give them, if they are on one word level, then try to give them at least 2 to 3 word phrases, if not full sentences, depending upon each child's speed. Don't give so much data that they can't do it. So give small, maybe 2 word phrases, maybe 2 to 3 word phrases. If you think the child's speed is good, and you will have to parrot. First thing, you will have to say the full thing and expect the child to return the full thing to you. So what do we write with? And then you say, we write with a pen. Say, I write with a pen. So like that. and instead of what do we write with, say what do you write with, and then let him say I write with a pen. Like this you can start slowly. Then where also must be done very three-dimensionally. That means you will keep a thing somewhere. You will say where is the remote? The remote is on top of the table. Where is the remote now? The remote is under the table now. So the prepositions and everything about it. Go and find out where is dal kept. So he goes to the kitchen and he sees, he says, and then you give him the answer. Dal is kept next to the fridge, and you show next to the fridge. Okay, then another time you keep a bag of potatoes, then say where are potatoes kept. Now he knows the location and the place, so he will say next to the fridge. So that is how step by step, inch by inch you will take it forward. Okay, then when you've done quite a bit of where, then you do when. My suggestion is don't do all of them together. One day you're doing what, one day you're doing where, one day you're doing who. Child will get confused. Let the child have a decent amount of mastery with what, then you go to a where, then you go to a when. For when, please refer to my calendar video also, that is there on YouTube, and you can do when. You can start off with, because in that video it's not only the calendar or the days of the month, it is the days of the week, it is about day and night also, how you can teach. So start from there, that you remove the window curtain and say, see, now it is evening or now it is night. So when do we eat dinner? So night. So you say the full thing, we eat dinner at night. And if the child has past that level, then you go to a digital clock and say, when will we go to play? 4:15. We will go to play at 4:15, like this. So develop the when. When will we go? Tomorrow. For that you will need the entire video of that YouTube video on calendar. So for tomorrow and for day after and for yesterday, today. So refer to that, because if I go there, then I can't do the remaining things here. Who? For a who, how you can develop a who is ask the guard to come up and give a bell on your door. So the guard comes up and gives a bell on the door, and you tell the child, who is on the door? Go find out who is on the door. So he opens the door and he sees the guard. He says guard. He says, yeah, who is on the door? Guard is on the door. Who brought the flowers? And your maid is walking in with a packet of flowers. Say, Didi has brought the flowers. So who. It is always good to first start in physical, in 3 dimension, before you start with a book and you say who is sitting, because first let them understand what who means. So first you will daddy is sitting and mommy is standing, and say who is sitting, and daddy is sitting, he can see. So from there then go to the copy word. Thereafter you will introduce a why. Why is introduced again by physical things. You will go inside the room and switch off the light. Now he is just pushing to switch on the light at night. नहीं इधर ही रहने दो, उधर दिखाने का नहीं कुछ. So he is pushing to switch on the light. Say, what are you doing? So he says light only. So you say why. Say first you say switch on the light. So if he says light, you say switch on the light. So if the child says switch on the light, you say why, and immediately you give the answer. You say because it is dark. Say like that, Babu. So then you say again, you switch off the light again, switching it on again, you switch it off. Now he knows. He says switch on the light, or he said light. You say again. So he says switch on the light. Then you say why. Then he's attempting. What is happening is when you're giving a full sentence, you are telling him you put this behind this and this and this and this and this, and you create a full structure. You create a full correct sentence. Initially, even if he does it grammatically incorrect, it's okay. Start from where he is. From one word, go to 2 word phrases, 3 word phrases. Slowly build it up into grammatically incorrect and finally to correct sentence. Okay, so like this you will develop why around very basic life things. So you will develop a why around why he says pani do, you say why. So he says, then you give the answer, because I am thirsty. He says park, park. You say the full thing. I want to go to park. He says. So you say why? Because I want to play outside or whatever. I want to play or whatever, like this. So do a why. Only once you have done a what, a where, a when, a who, a why is when you are going to introduce the how. And that too you will introduce it at a very small level with very basic things, and then you will do, please come in, please come in, open the door. Maliha, wait in the room, I am coming. So then you do this is how you take it to a how finally, and you give a very small how, that how you could even take an academic concept with how after you've mastered these. So you can say how does a plant grow? So you say first we put the seed, we water the seed gets sunlight, the seed grow into a plant. So it's a how. But again, for all of this to happen, I couldn't think of a better example here. You could look at something from his real life also, but how has to be touched right in the end, because it's a conglomerate of a what, where, when, who, and why. And they should be done one at a time, slowly building it up so that the child has the confidence. I hope I've been able to shed some light on this. And for any questions, you can leave questions on the YouTube channel also. You can WhatsApp me at 8800065000. For now, thank you so much. This is Rajni signing off from Sashakt Yasis Learning Center and Preschool. We are at Sector 17 Nerul, and happy to help. Thank you. Bye.